So, do you ever find yourself teetering around the rabbit hole or maybe even falling in it because of thoughts and maybe even because of actions of others and how you're processing them? Take a look here. I've been holding on to this and not closing this tab on my computer for a couple weeks because I think these are great mantras, great thoughts, great behaviors to consider, especially if you've been through complex trauma, such as a child who has been put in the middle of a divorce by an alienating parent, or if you are the target parent in the dynamic. Most importantly, let's take a look at 10 mantras for managing emotionally challenging situations. And, you know, depression, remember, is thinking about the past. Anxiety are your thoughts about the future. Keep that in mind as you identify when things are kind of going out of control in your head. Let's take a look at these 10. 1, think of yourself as a hero, not a victim. Too many times, like even on social media, there's people that are putting out videos in live conversations and why did this happen to me? How could this happen to me? And it's a normal part of the healing process. But it's not about you. This has more to do with the disordered personality of the alienator. So it is so important to understand and that piece and reframe it that they are selfish, they are toxic, they have their own set of problems that they have refused to deal with, and they're going to project them on me. So we're taking those same thoughts or same experiences and just taking that cube of experience and we're just looking at a different side of it, a healthier side. Like on the airplane, you're going to put the oxygen mask on yourself first, right? Like on an airplane flight, it's like your life. You're on the airplane. Take care of your emotional well-being first, because unless you're grounded and centered, you can't help somebody else. 3, mistakes are for learning, not berating yourself. Chances are, if you're a target parent, you have been conditioned to go into guilt, go into shame modality, and instead of having those regrets, instead of beating yourselves up, go, okay, this is what I did, this was the outcome. All right, let's not go that route next time. And then move on. No ruminating. Focus on your strengths. Yeah, you can always focus on those negative things. Oh, I'm always late. I don't dress nice. Whatever it may be. I can't be consistent. Rather than getting caught up in those thoughts, again, they'll shove you right down that rabbit hole. Focus on what it is you do well, because as a Gallup certified strength coach or strength finder, listen, when you focus on your weaknesses, at best you're going to become mediocre. So what you do is you focus on your strengths, and then if any modifications need to be made, what you do is you will figure out how to harness those strengths to move forward. Oh, target parents, I know I'm not the only one, but for everything there is a time, and you have to be patient. And rather than getting caught up and having this constant train and motion of how to react or how to get back at, you just need to pause, take a deep breath, go back to the beginning there, take care of your own well-being, and you will learn the art and science of being patient. Of course, you want to build your team. Healing is social. You're going to find it with other survivors. You're going to find it with friends that you've had for the long term, but make sure you focus on building that tribe. Number 7 is great. When necessary, declare your victories, and then move on. Declare your success. I fought it through. I did the best I could in the court system. I gave it my all. And even if the results are not what you prayed for, what you need to do then is go through the grieving process. Look at the positives that came out of it, and then we move on to the next step. And every day, thank goodness, is a new day, and we get a do-over, right? Make a journal, look at photos. Maybe sometimes the photos are too triggering at first, but you'll know when it's okay to get them out. And you know it is okay to put those photos away for a time being so you can focus on you and move on to a healthier place and space in your mind, in your soul, and in your body. Keep a journal. And the other thing is creating a blog or creating a website. If you are looking to do something like that that needs to be password protected, shoot me a note down in the comment section, and we will we'll communicate outside of here. It's very hard to find a platform that will password the whole site down until you're ready to share it with your kids. 8, knowledge is power. And I think it's great, you know, there were only a couple of us moms that really came out, if you will, a few years ago. And it is community building. It's horrendous that we have this community, but we are growing together, we are learning together, and most importantly, we are healing together. Make your problem your mission, all right? It gives meaning to your life. You want to join groups that people face similar challenges. I've been so blessed to work with Allison, Deb, Jennifer. We offered meetup groups in the Northeast United States. We have one now, and there are meetings that we do online. And on my own personal mission to learn about this and to actually give me a reason to get up every day, I got very involved with the documentary Erasing Family. So how can you harness what you've been through and help one person? If you can just help one person, you know what? Job well done. Amen. And finally, enjoy being alive. You know, someone very near and dear to me, they were living to die rather than dying to live. Now look, as a target parent, you know, you're not dying to live a lot of days, but yet in time, that does return. Life becomes bearable, tolerable, and then you do start to look forward to other things. You build new community, you build new habits, and through the healing process is learning why you got to that spot. What is the pattern of relationships? Where did the toxicity come from? Where are the power and control issues? Where in your childhood did the attachment issues begin? Doesn't take an overnight. It takes a long time to do all of this, but truly, it's well worth it because you are. Folks, I love you all. God bless. And remember, kids need both parents. And I want my 2 kids to know I've never stopped loving you, and I will always love you from here to eternity. Everybody, be well.